Good morning, everyone. I want to answer a question that I got just recently, and that was, Justin, what are your exact settings that you're using on your chart? And can you go over the other settings that are also available with these metrics to better understand it? So guys, let's just go from top to bottom down here real quick and look at each one of these settings and see what does it do? What can you turn on? What can you turn off? I'm a trader where, for me, the more simplistic my charts are, the more money I make. The more things I have on it, I start to overlook and I start seeing too many things. So for me, these are the settings that I have, but there's a lot of other things and features with these metrics that you can use that some other people are using and finding some good success. So let's just run down from this from top to bottom here real quick. So I want you guys to know, like, of course you can put your buy and sell signals both on. I like to have the MA filter turned on. Now, what is this going to do? If you have the MA filter turned on, it's taking into account this 200 EMA right here, and it's saying I only want to populate the best trending signals that are above or below, bullish or bearish, this 200 EMA. For example, you guys can see right here on this chart, this ended up populating 3 great signals that each had potential to the downside. You know, max potential 70 points, 47, and we had another one here for about 21. Now, I am a big believer in saying, of course, no one's going to get the very bottom of all of these, but if you were to just take out, let's say, 10 points of each of these, that's 10, 20, 30 points, right? Now, I trade with take profit. I trade 5 accounts on take profit, and I trade 5 micros to start until I get my account balance above $1,500, and then I switch to 1 mini. Well, 5 micros just moving 10 points is going to be $100. Well, if you have 5 accounts, that's $500, $1,000, $1,500. So you guys can see how this adds up really quick. So I like to be trading with the overall trending signals, and that's what's going to do here. Now, you can enable the chop filter. A chop filter, anything more that you add to this is going to give you more signals, but it might give you signals that are a little bit later within the trend. So I like to personally just keep this off and this one on, okay? This is going to give you the best results. Depending on the time frame that you're on, I only like to trade the 1 or 2 minute time frame. I'll go this here real quick. 95% of the time, I will be trading the 1 minute time frame. The only time I switch to a 2 minute time frame is if I get up in the morning, I wait that first half an hour to hour of market open, and I see a lot of wiki candles. If I'm getting up and I see a lot of doji candles and it's all over the place, I'll switch to the 2 minute to get an overall biased directional opinion, and then I'll make my entries off the 2 minute. But normally, you guys, I'm on the 1 minute time frame, and it's just worked really well. So let's keep going through this. You can enable a time filter, which is actually really nice. So if you're someone who's like, Justin, I only want to see signals between this time, and that's it, you can do so. So if you wanted to just say, I only want to see signals that are an hour after market open and only goes to 11 a.m., you can just type that in here, and you can do that. So you will only see signals on your charts between this time. If we go down a little bit further here, enable profit target lines. So let's say, for example, 1 minute and 2 minute. So we're on the 2 minute time frame. On the 2 minute time frame, I like to go for basically 10 points is what my target is, and 5 points on the 1 minute. Well, 5 points, 5 times 4 is 20, and 5 points, 10 times 4 is 40. So this is in ticks. So if I were to enable this, take a look at what happens. This will tell you right when the signal is illuminated where your target is for 10 points. Okay, so entry, you enter in right at candle close. You're essentially entering on the second candle. Where do you play it down to? The moment this white dot crosses that line that's already predetermined, right when this candle gets illuminated, that's when you exit. Enter in here, exit when it flushes down. Enter, exit. The 5 points on the 1 minute time frame, essentially if you were to change this, so 5 points would be 20, right? 10 points would be 40. If this is 20, change that to 20 on the 1 minute time frame, or 40 if you're trading the 2 minute time frame. 5 points, 10 points. Understand that? Here we go. So let's take that off. Profit wave, but you want to keep this on. This is the most powerful method within all of this that I feel to be able to stay within trends. And this is the profit wave here. That is literally telling us to either stay within trades longer or to know when to enter when certain colors are stronger or more faint. Any signal that I enter in, I have to have, if I'm going short, this brighter red has to be on the bottom of the fainter red on top. Brighter red on the bottom, entry perfect, come down. Brighter on the bottom, entry, go down. Brighter on the bottom, entry, go down. Win, win, and win. Let's go over this a little bit more. If you scroll down here, that's the time frames, profit wave, enable background trend. This is just saying the overall background color of your charts, okay? This, of course, you want to keep on because this is telling you the overall trend within that period. Now, do I have some traders that are doing this? This is crazy, guys. They look at the 200 EMA, right? And all they do is to say, background change to red, I'm playing short. Background change to red, I'm playing short. Background change to red, I'm playing short. There's people that do this. Sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy. I say take it one step further, put on a 200 EMA, and do this. Sell, 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 win, win, win. Okay? What is this doing, you guys? What this does, you guys, if you're new to this channel, my name is Justin. I'm the founder of these metrics. I have not reinvented the wheel. I haven't done anything different. I've just taken what 95% of retail traders are looking at and put it into a system that is so easy to understand that you can just follow market direction in red with red, green with green. Okay? Background trend color, we just went over that. Candle color is okay. Support and resistance lines. I have a lot of people that love this, so let's turn it on. Support and resistance. What is this going to do? This will plot out every support and resistance line on your chart. Now, how do you use this? Well, for me specifically, if I get into a sell signal, right, and I know that this level is already predetermined and I have these on my charts because it'll be populated left going right, these are your target zones. If you get a sell signal, play to here. If you get a break, play to your next one. If you get a break, play to your next one. Okay? If you get a sell signal and you know support's down here, sell signal, play to here. That's your target. If you get a sell signal and this is your support, play to support. You guys see how that works? So me specifically, I like to shoot for just a certain amount of points, but if you're someone who wants to take advantage of more money and hold things longer, you can use these lines on your chart. I just think for myself, these are too many lines for myself specifically. It's not for all, but it is a really good tool to use if you guys want to have that on there. Going down here further, this is just the dots, the white dots that get illuminated, but this is where it gets a little bit more complicated, but not complicated at the same time. Okay, let's go over this real quick. I'll move this to the side. This is going to go over the data matrix box down here that is very powerful. So what are we actually looking at this? You could enable up to 3 different time frames. So, and this is customizable. You can choose whatever time frames you want, literally on all of these. So I have the 1 minute, 2 minute, and I usually have the 5 minute down here. Since I only trade the 1 and 2 minute time frames, I only have the 1 and 2 minute populated. So I look at this and I say, okay, candle color. If it's green, I want to be going long. If it's bullish on the background color, which is this color here, and the profit wave, which is this, is green, and money flow is moving in, that's bullish, bullish, bullish. I want to be going long. So if I'm trading the 1 minute time frame and the 2 minute time frame is showing the exact same thing, meaning bigger money is flowing along with smaller money, this is what you look at to be going long. Okay? If everything's red, look to be going short and look for those sell signals. But this is customizable. You can have, just one of them show. If you just want the 1 minute time frame, it'll do the 1 minute. If you want to have both of these on, it'll do both. If you want to have 3 of these on, it'll have 3. Okay? I just like to have the 1 and 2 minute time frame for my own personal settings. That's it. Can you have ATR? Yeah, you can put ATR in here as well. ATR is just average true range. Let me just go over this real quick. The simplest way to use ATR is if you get a buy and sell signal, take this value that's on here on the current time frame you're trading and have it. So market is really slow right now, but let's say this 1 minute time frame was 20. ATR is 20. If I get a sell signal, I'm taking half that value, which is 10, and that's my profit target. Okay? And that's how I'm going for it now. Let's say this is 50. Go for 25 points. This is already predetermined selling. This is the average true range of the candles around you. Take that value and just go for half of it. Don't try to wring out every bit of that trade. Take half of it and move on with the trade. Everything down here is just more customizable things that you can do with this dashboard. And, it's something where if you have all of this combined and you can understand the market a bit better, but put it into a simple visual reference to be able to say, okay, I understand what Justin is doing now. He's using red with red. He's using green with green. He's not looking at 5, 6, 7, 10 different indicators. Guys, when I do my trades live that you see me do on YouTube, this is the only screen I look at. There's nothing else. There's nothing over here. There's nothing over here. This is it. I stay focused on one thing and one thing only. I don't trade ES. I don't trade crude oil. I don't trade gold. I trade NQ and I trade one thing and I do it really well. Focus on one thing in your life and master that one thing before you go on to others. The moment I try to have 4 different screens up and I had ES over here, then NQ, then gold, and then silver, and like all these other futures. What happened? For me specifically, I was looking at so many different things, and right when I saw an opportunity over here and I tried to look into it, I missed one over here. So focus on one thing. I will tell you, if you want to make the most amount of money in your life doing futures trading, 2 things I would recommend. 1, go through a prop firm where you're not using your own funds and it's the least barrier to entry on your pocketbook. I'm going to go over that in a second here real quick. Second, when you do this, make trading the least amount of time that you do in your life. Guys, I do not trade more than maybe 15 to 20 minutes, sometimes 5 minutes in the morning, and that's out. I look for one quality trade and I'm done. The other day, I took 2 trades that you guys saw here on YouTube. I took one that was a loser and then one that was a winner. Right back, went to break even. Awesome, I'm done for the day. I lose trades. I don't win every trade. Are these metrics 100%? No. If anyone ever claims 100%, please do not purchase that software. Myself specifically, have I passed prop firm accounts with 100% win rate? Yes, and I've shown you guys here on YouTube. Is that realistic every time? No. My average is between about 75 to 85% win rate with these metrics in passing prop firm accounts. So, is it possible? 100%. Because I want to tell you real quick, with Take Profit, I want you guys to know that if you want more education, literally free education, I have a team that's an elite Take Profit trader team that I do a free call every first and third Friday of the month. It's at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. A lot of these people have already taken advantage of this. If you actually go over here to My Future Success, this is just a very, very small list of people who have already passed their accounts. What I do, though, is when you go over to Take Profit and you purchase 5 50K accounts, the exact accounts that I trade every day, when you pass those, when you purchase, put in My Future Success in all caps and click Apply. 2 things are going to happen. Not only will this give you the rock bottom price on all of this, right now you actually will not pay the $130 activation fee when you go to Pro, but more importantly, for life, I say you guys, for life, you will not have to pay for any of these private calls that I do every first and third Friday at 2 p.m. for an hour long. You ask me any questions you want. I do weekly competitions, monthly competitions. I give away free 150K accounts through Take Profit valued at $360 every time I go on to the person who either just did the best that week or learned the most. I'm here to help educate you guys as much as possible. So I would definitely look into this sooner than later. And you know what? Let's just have an amazing rest of 2025. This is exactly in the description here where you guys can grab lifetime access to these. There's a reason, guys, as well. Don't just take my word for this too. Take a look at the 5-star ratings that I come over here and just see if any of these stories that people are saying resonate to something that you're doing. You know, that's all I want you to do. I don't want people following me and just purchasing things just to purchase, to say, oh, this is really cool, this is great. No, please watch my videos. Follow me for a week or 2. Read the comments over here, because I can just keep scrolling and scrolling. There are so many people that have seen great success. So again, this is lifetime access, no monthly service fees. Upgrades are completely free for life. We're on version 5. You guys can see version 5. Guess what everyone from version 1, 2, 3, and 4 have paid? 0. Every version here on TradingView of these metrics that I upgrade to are always free. If you guys are someone who says, Justin, I like watching your live videos, but I also want to follow someone that's actually doing this live during market hours. Ron is one of my affiliates who goes live every Tuesday and Thursday, going over every buy and sell signal that these metrics produce and goes over opportunities. Is this a trading platform of buy here, sell there? No, I want to make that very clear. This is a trading platform that is teaching you education that you can take for months to come, if not years. Are there people making money on these calls? Literally, I got an email the other day saying, Justin, I had a member make $8,000 trading options or trading futures on this. And the other day, I got another one, $1,000, $400. I mean, a couple right here, right? $270 this individual ended up making. 1.3K and done. 1,092. These are some of the success that people are having. And again, please don't take my word, you guys. Read through this. Read through the comments. These are not my things on here. These are other people just saying how excited they are. So this is all here for you guys. This is actually still going on as well. This is an extremely good deal right now. And also, besides the Tuesdays and Thursdays, he also goes live on Wednesday and Sunday doing extra educational classes for anyone who's just, more of getting going within futures trading, to be able to understand the markets, go over settings and all that as well. So just know that myself, Justin, the founder of these metrics, and My Future Success, and Ron, who I've taken on as an incredible teacher, we are both here to help you out as much as possible. Again, if you guys need anything by email, Greg and I have been together since we started this business, and he's an incredible individual that is just a humbled guy that, there isn't a dumb question that you could ask us through email. Treat us as your family. Greg will get back to you right away, and if there's something that needs more attention, he'll address me to it, and you guys can get a hold of me. If you ever send an email in and say, I just want to get directly to Justin, just say, forward to Justin. Greg will send it over to me, and I'll respond to you personally. That's it, you guys. There's nothing fancy and crazy that I do with this to pass accounts, get to pro, get to payouts, do all of this through Take Profit. It is just an amazing experience that I want to give to as many people as possible this year. So if you're seeing this video, if you want more information, please email me, but I just want to get on here, show you my settings, show you exactly what I'm doing, and let's kill it for the rest of this year. Take care, you guys. God bless.